Hi guys, we're back with another episode in our series, 7 Principles for a Successful Man. And in this episode, we'll be talking about discipline. Discipline is crucial. Discipline helps one achieve long-term and short-term goals. For a man to be successful in today's area, it's so imperative, and I encourage you to, if you're not working on your discipline, to do a couple things. One is take control of your time. Taking control of your time allows you to say what you're going to do with your time. You're not giving your time to someone else. You're not floating through life. I see a lot of young men. I see a lot of men in general who just take life at a whim. They're just blown from this to that, or they just watch whatever comes on the TV, or they just, whatever game comes out, they're on that game. And for a man to be successful, you can't waste your time like that. You have to be more disciplined with your time. And I say that to say, look at your calendar. Look at your calendar and write out how you spend your time throughout the day. What are you spending most of your time on? Are you doing things that aid you in accomplishing your goals? Are you making sure that you're able to provide for your family? Are you are you disciplined enough to do things that keep you in good health? Discipline is key. There's no success that happens in life without without a portion of discipline. And discipline can be uncomfortable. It does not feel good at times, but over a long term, discipline yields good harvest. And so if you're trying to lose weight, it's the same thing. Men, if you're disciplined in one area, a lot of times it'll roll over to the next area in your lives. And I can say that for sure for me. Discipline for me has been an exercise for years, and so I'm a health guy, so I work out often. But when I decided to go vegan, discipline was a must. And so about a year and a half ago, we decided to go vegan. And what I saw was, the first week was like, okay, just trying to figure it out. How can I make this happen? Am I going to lose all of my musculature? What's going to happen if I can't lift weight? Or what's going to happen if I get hungry? And so this, in a sense, was just working on me mentally. And that's what I noticed. Discipline most of the time is about your mental state of mind. And so if you are trying to be successful, you have to take control of your mind. And so what I was doing was basically speaking to myself and making sure that self knew what I was trying to do. And so after the first 30 days, I can remember thinking, wow, okay, I'm really doing this. But it took me not going to Pizza Hut. It took me not going to my favorite restaurant, which is Tropical Smoothie, and getting the chicken club or the flatbread or something along those lines. And it took me thinking about food in a different way. But that discipline was key because it helped me. That discipline in the front end helped me as to where we are now, a year and a half out from being vegan. But what I noticed was, that exercise in me saying no to chicken and no to ribs and no, just especially going over grandma's house on Thanksgiving or your in-laws' house on Thanksgiving, being able to say no during those times led to me being able to say no in different areas of my life. I was able, at work, if things aren't the priority, it was easier for me to say no and protect my staff from having to do different things that were not in alignment with our goals. It was easier for me to say no to different things that I wanted personally, things that I wanted to do personally, because it was not imperative at the time. And so I understood what it took for me to be successful. As a vegan, it trickled over into other areas of my life, not even to mention things like finances. If you can say no to, fried chicken, then you can say no to purchasing, Chick-fil-A. Lord forbid people, say no to Chick-fil-A, but you can say those type of things, but you're under control. And so for men to be successful, I would definitely focus on this principle of discipline. Discipline has a lot to do with your success, not even in the short term, but also in the long term. I can remember whenever I was training for the NFL, it took a lot. It took a lot for me, especially when I got the invitation to the combine. It took a lot of my time, and I was working, but I was committed and I was disciplined enough to train about 3 hours a day. And I think that definitely helped me out whenever I was in the process of trying to go to the NFL, because I was not I wasn't unprepared for the opportunities. And so whatever opportunity came my way after that time, I was training like 3 hours a day. I was training sometimes at 11 o'clock at night. And so it taught me that discipline has fruit that you won't see until, it's ultimately, you never know really when you're going to see it, but you trust that it's there. And so discipline is key, even when you're thinking about, how you treat your wife and how you treat your family. They need you to be the same person that you are whenever you go to work. And you got to have enough discipline to say, okay, I'm going to come home and I'm going to be the leader that my family or my kids need whenever they call on me. I'm not going to be that guy that comes home and just acts like my day is over. I'm able to clock out. That's not the case, That's not a disciplined individual. I work with a lot of individuals, and you can see the ones who are disciplined. They're disciplined they're disciplined in multiple areas of their life. And if you're lacking discipline in one of the key areas of your life, whether it be food, whether it be communication with your wife, whether it be love with your children, or your faith, your discipline in your faith, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be worry, anxiety, and that's not the marks of a successful man. And so, for a man to be successful, I would definitely focus on developing that discipline principle. And you can do that, like I said in the last video. Commitment is key, but also discipline. And you can make sure you have a mentor. Make sure you have individuals who are challenging you on that discipline. Make sure whoever it is, if it's your father, if it's your father-in-law, if it's an individual that you met, just get you somebody that can help you with this principle, and that'll help you out in long-term success. Whether you're trying to achieve a career goal, whether you're trying to achieve financial goals, fitness goals, family goals, or your faith. Discipline is key. The next principle that we'll be talking about in the next episode in this 7-part series is faith. Faith is key. And so hopefully you like this video. If you liked it, please like this video, press the subscribe button, and share this video. And we'll see you next time. See you soon.